你好. Now let's have a look how to type Chinese Mandarin. Now before we start, we need to think about three things. The first one is called Pinyin. Pinyin is the spelled sounds. When you see a Chinese word like that, you normally don't know how it sounds like. Therefore, we put some spelled sounds there, which is called Pinyin, to help you to pronounce it. It gives you an idea how to say the sounds, okay? For example, Thursday is called 星期四, like that, okay? So this is Pinyin, and we will use it later for our typing. The second thing we need to know is the Chinese characters. They're the symbols, yeah, that's 星期四, the characters. And Chinese people, we normally just use Chinese characters for daily communication in the emails, in the letters. We don't normally use Pinyin. Pinyin is only for helping students, helping especially primary school students to learn the sounds, and also helping foreign students to learn the sounds as well. And Pinyin has a new function now. It is to type, okay? So all the school students would learn Pinyin in China. So this is helping you to type in further education and daily work. Okay, and the third thing you will need is to download a Pinyin input app or software. And you should enable it after you've downloaded it. So now if I put my Google on and put Pinyin input in English, I could find some softwares there for Windows 10 and for Mac. And if you're using a mobile phone, you should be able to find those ones for Android and iPhones as well. So once you've done that, enable it, you are ready to go. And now I've prepared a few phrases and sentences from HSK1 book to start to practice. Okay, and here's our first try, which is Thursday, 星期四. Let's give it a try. So get your input on. If you got English input, this is what you have for putting 星期四 down for your typing. You can use Pinyin typing to communicate with Chinese people. Okay, they can still understand it, but it's not the best way. The best way is symbol or characters. Okay, now let's try to see how to change Pinyin to be Chinese characters. Once you've got the input, enable it, and you should be able to find out how to switch from your English input to Chinese Pinyin input. There you go. I've got my Chinese Pinyin input. So once I type, I got Chinese characters rather than English words. Okay, so I'm going to do the same. XING. And I don't want any space, okay? No space, all in one word. QISI. So here you go. You found 星期四 already coming out, which is generated by the computer by how often, how frequent we use the word. 星期四 is a very high frequency word, of course, we know. So we have it on the list of number one. So all we need to do is either typing number one or click on your space on your keyboard to enter it. Yeah, we don't want enter key to enter. We want number one or space. Okay, here I'm pressing space. There you go. That's the Chinese characters. Okay, now let's try a sentence. Okay, 他今年24岁. 他今年24岁. Okay, let's try to type it. TA for ta, J, follow the pinyin. JIN, jin, NIAN, 年. SHI, SHI, 4, SI, 岁, SUI. there you go. It's my first choice. So all I need to do is pressing number 1 or space to enter it. Okay, there you go. Now for the full stop, all you need to do is to find your full stop on your keyboard for English. And if you're on Pinyin input, you can just press it and it will give you a Chinese full stop, which looks like a circle. Okay, so this is how to type Chinese phrases and sentences. If you want to just type a character, for example, 他, TA, now you can find quite interesting thing now. If it's a character, now quite often you've got so many characters sharing the same sound in Chinese, so you've got all of them. They all pronounce like 他, and you do need to know which 他 you want, okay? Number 2 is the 他 that we want, okay? So let's try one more time. So we want number 2, so this time use number 2 to choose it, okay? So that's why I want to recommend you start to do some typing practice, because it also helps you for your reading skills. Okay, this is how to type a character. Okay, 他, there you go. And quite often the sentence is really long, and what you can do is to put some initials for your typing, just initials. Okay, to type the whole sentence. For example, still the same sentence. I broke the sentence down to 3 parts. Okay, 他 and then 今年 and then 24岁. So initial typing means all I need to do is to type the initial of the pinyin. So for 他, I just want to put T there. Okay, I find number 2. 今年 JN there. Okay, all I need to type is J and N. There you go, number 1. 24岁. So I can put E, S, H, S, S. And now let's have a look. Something interesting happened. There you go. It's not what I want yet. 他今年24岁. It's not what I want. I want a sentence looks like that, not number 1. So what went wrong is because the initial is confusing the computer to give you the right choice, which means probably my phrase is too long. Okay, so I'm going to make it shorter. Let's give it a try again. 24. Okay, it still didn't come up. So this is because 24 ER is treating it is not like an initial but a vowel, so it's confusing the computer. If that happens, simply use our old traditional way, which is full pinyin typing. Okay, 24岁. There you go. You find the right choice. Okay, so you might ask, how would I know which one I could use initial typing, which phrase I can't? I would say that's based on your experience. When you type a little bit more, you've got a rough idea which words would come up straight away, which won't. Okay, so you do need to do some homework, do some practice. I'm going to share if you ask it, if you want to do the practice for typing, feel free to ask for this sheet, okay, how to type. I've got all the sentences here. You can get your input and start to type under it. For example, 太好了, yeah, do your typing practice like that. 太好了. Okay. That's all how we are going to type on a computer. Okay, I hope you can do some practice and I hope this video is helping. 谢谢，再见。